Hey guys, it's TheCardists and welcome back to Deck War. In today's Deck War, I'm going to be releasing the Madison Rounders in black versus the Red Monarchs. So let's get straight into this. Now, a bit of information on these decks. Now, the Red Monarch was actually brought out by Theory11, and Theory11 actually stated that it's a deck made for a king. And it's becoming one of the most popular decks at the moment, and I can believe there's going to be many more runs because of the amount of demand that's actually going for this deck. Now, there is quite a lot of additions on this. There's different colours. There's originals actually featured on the movie Now You See Me, and there's many other colours that they've done, like the silver and stuff. But a really nice set of cards, worth getting. By the way, on the tuck case, there's no ink. It's actually printed on this special paper, but it's just gold foil the whole way around the Monarchs tuck case, and I think that's incredible. So really nice there, and it has a stamp seal as well. Enough about the Monarchs, let's get on with the Madison Rounders, a bit of information on them. So with the Madison Rounders, they are actually printed by Illusionist, so the rival of Theory11. So that's obviously going to be to see which deck maybe little company I prefer, we'll have to see here. Now there is other colours, there is also black, red, brown, blue and white. So there is a lot of colours in these ones, and I got to admit with Illusionist, they need to kind of stop with all the Madison decks. They're going to have Madison triangles, Madison rectangles. It's just they keep bringing decks out with Madison's name on it. They do sell, but they're not always the best, I have to say. It's a very minimal deck, and if you can see, I'm not going to point them out, but there are some famous magicians on certain royalty cards, and you can see if you can spot them. And if you do, comment down below. But let's get straight into this, and let's have a look at the Madison Rounders first. Okay, so as you can see on the front of the tuck case, it has Madison Rounders, quality playing cards by Daniel Madison and Illusionist. You can see it has this really nice kind of big jumpy ace that grabs your attention because it's just kind of just a plain white tuck case. There is nothing on the sides of the tuck case, and on the top, as you can see as well, let it focus. There you go. It has, what does that say? Sorry, seals it. It says Madison Rounders there, and it comes with a custom seal with the Ace of Spades on it, so the Ace of Spades is quite repetitive, and his logo. You can see on the bottom it has the Illusionist copyright information and a barcode there, just stating, you know, a bit of the copyright information that we all don't really care about. And then you get the back design. You can show it has shows it has no border, and it has the Madison logo just there. Disappointed. Why do they have to just repeat the logo everywhere? I don't think that makes a deck of cards. I don't know, Daniel Madison probably watched this, probably hate me, but oh well, to be honest. That's my opinion, I would say. It's just, I think, and many of you may agree, I've had like Skype jams with you guys, and you have to say that it would have been better if there's a bit more done to it. But it is a nice deck for cards, and I know Andrew will probably like it because it's simplistic and for cardistry. But, you know, when you actually get inside the deck, it's quite a lot, you know. When you get in there, you can see you do receive like some amazing jokers. I've got to admit, these are very dark looking jokers, very like clean, like they're very scary with like the ravens on there. You can see it says the Joker, and there's also a reveal of the what reveal is that? I think it's the Queen of Clubs, but it's really small, and it's just down here of the Queen of Clubs. I'll have to try and zoom into that. It's just there. It's so hard for the eye to see, but you can see it there. But really unique. I like those. They obviously fit because he likes quite unique decks of cards. So all round, very nice for the jokers. Then you receive two little cards. You receive like an Illusionist advertisement card that can just be thrown, and you receive a double backer that's standard. And as you can see, this deck actually comes with a double backer, comes in useful as I said, and it comes with a border. So what that means is if when you're actually doing fans of the deck, it does come with a nice fan, but I have used this deck for quite a long while, and as you can see, it is starting to give up. But you can see when you get the Ace of Spades, it's the one you see on the tuck case at the beginning. It has Madison Rounders, and you can see it has something Creighton Imptor, I can't even pronounce that. Not sure what that even means. Someone could let me know, that would be really appreciated. And then you can see it has the US Playing Card Company. Standard bicycle pips the whole way through, continues the whole way through, and then it goes Jack, Queen, King. And as you can see for the Jack, Queen, King, it's just standard. All they've done, you can see they've changed the faces a little bit there as well, and they've just coloration, they've really like saturized it. Same with the hearts. Basically what they've done is they've just taken the color out. You can see as well, just standard bicycle. Even here as well, you can see, and you can guess who that is. London is a clue, we'll have a guess. Okay, and you can see that it goes the whole way through. Even you get like Daniel Madison on the King of Diamonds. So I don't know if that's his favourite royalty, I'm not too sure. But you can see the whole way through, it's exactly the same. Just a standard bicycle, just with a custom ace on the new back. That's all decks do nowadays, I'm afraid. But let's have a look at the Monarchs Red Edition. Okay, so let's get on with the Monarchs deck. So as you can see, do apologise. Now as you can see straight away, it has a really nice gold there Monarchs, and you can see it has 3 arrows, and it has a United States Playing Card Company made in with a Theory 11 just there, with this amazing kind of like picture design, like a picture frame they've made it to look like. It looks very high standard, looks, yeah, as they said, fits for a king. It looks very like luxury, it looks like a very luxury deck. On the side it has 2 lions there. Oh, sorry, 1 lion. There's another lion. There was 11 lions. Sorry, wrong one. Only 1 lion. My apologies. And you can see it actually has made in the United States of America, and it has a house there, as you can see. Then on the other side, it has United States Playing Card Company with like a chain, and you can see it has Theory 11, Quality 11 down there with this amazing embossed tuck case. You can see it has a different feel. It has like a rubbery like tuck case. It feels really weird, but you can see the back design is really like incredible. It has this nice border going around with 2 swords coming in with snakes wrapped around with like these vines hanging off. So really cool, with swords on the top with a stamp white seal, and as you can see it's like a saw. It's just swords in the background, and then on the stamp seal, as you can see, as I'll get back to, it has a crown. So really awesome, absolutely amazing. I really like the light. There's a lot of artwork going on with this deck. Trust me, I understand why people are such a big fan of this deck. It's worth getting in the long run because it lasts such a long time. But when you pop the tuck case, what I like with this deck is they've painted inside as well, so they've printed inside to make it burgundy, so it fits the theme, and bang, when you get the deck out, it's a big bright shade of red, and I like that. It's explosive. You don't expect it, you expect it to be a really dark colour, but you get it out and it's a really nice, unique red. You can see it has a nice thin border that makes for an absolutely beautiful fan. You can see as well, you get this nice background with the 2 swords with these snakes wrapping around. You can see it is a mirrored back, stands for, if I flip that through, there is not like a flip book effect. It's literally all mirrored, so if you turn one pack round the other side, it doesn't make a difference. You receive 2 things to this deck. As before, same as Illusionist, you receive a double backer. This is always useful for Magic. I will be doing a video if you guys would request on what to do with double backers if you guys are interested. And then you receive a Theory 11 advertisement card, just, you know, playing cards designed by Theory 11, just to give them a bit more promotion in the deck. Then you receive 2 jokers, and these are like the old bicycle jokers. Let that focus. The old bicycle jokers, you know, it consists of Joker, and it's just a man on a bike, and it has made in the USA, and they're gold, and the Joker's very cool. There isn't like a reveal in these ones, so Theory 11 has it up in like the more of the, you know, they haven't got a reveal in this one, but Illusionist did. You can see standard pips again, but a more nicer Ace of Spades. It's like a very simplistic one. As you can see, it has the United States Playing Card Company, and then it has this Ace of Spades with like a crown that's actually inside. And you go the whole way through, and then you get to the royalty, and you can see that all they've done, you know, once again, Theory 11, all they've done is just change the coloration. It's not the Madison decks where they actually did, in the, not the Madison deck, what's it called? The medallions that the Theory 11 did. Madison deck as well, if I get back onto that, they have actually customised a royalty a little bit more, just in the faces wise, customised like certain magicians' faces. But when I go back to the medallions point I was making, in that deck it was fully custom, and why I love when Theory 11 do that. It's just such, I just love it for some reason. That's just me, purposely. But maybe they made this deck to be simple, I'm not too sure, maybe. Same idea, they've, you know, the dark pips, really like the burgundy pips, and even with the same as the clubs and the rest of them. But you know, it's a nice deck of cards, I've got to admit. It really does appeal to me. Would have been a lot nicer if they maybe customised it on the faces. It would have put the deck right up there in my opinion. But what is the Madison Rounders actually like for handling? Okay, so let's get on to how this deck actually handles. So as you can see, dribbling with this deck is no problem. This deck has no problem with like the dribbling of the deck. Obviously it wouldn't do, it's printed by the United States Playing Card Company, so their decks handle quite good, I've got to admit. And as you can see as well, it just has this really nice look to it when you actually do the cuts and stuff. Okay, so we can also, as I was saying, we can do cuts very easily, even fanning with the deck. Just because of the symbol, it just looks like basically the black Knox deck. It's just basically with a logo on it, so a bit disappointed there. But as you can see, it does a riffle shuffle nicely, even does a Charlier cut with ease. There is no problems there. We can do a Pharaoh with the deck, just like so. And you can see just doing a giant fan does look quite nice. Actually, you've got to all admit that doing the giant fan does actually look quite nice with just, you know, this deck. One hand riffle shuffle is pretty good. We can also do a double lift. Okay, so doing a double lift with this deck as well. We'll just turn this, there you go. So we can do a double lift. As you can see, it does a double lift. There it is again. Who's that? Tell me in the description below, you guys should know. And then you can see it does a double lift as well and a colour change really, really nicely. Even doing a card reduction with this deck. Whoa, where the hell's that going? And as you can see, card reduction is nicely done. For flourishing wise, this deck is quite good with flourishing, but trying to learn flourishes at the moment. Andrew's going to teach me when I go to his house. So it'll be really interesting to learn actually how you do flourishing, and I'd love to know, so you guys won't have to moan at me. But let's have a look at the red Monarchs for handling. Okay, so let's look at this deck for handling as well. So as you can see, the stock is a lot more thinner, so going from one hand to the other is actually quite easier. And I've noticed this deck has held up a lot more in my opinion as well. But as you can see, it does spring really, really nicely. There's no issues there with the springing. You can even see cuts as well. This deck have no issues, and that's what I like. A deck that can cut very well is also a bonus. Even just doing a fan, you can see it looks really, really nice. There is no issues. And even just doing a Pharaoh with a deck does it beautifully, apart from mine just did it wrong. But then we can do a Pharaoh and we can do a giant fan. Which one is better? That is the question, because the giant fans on both of them are quite impressive. We can also do a card production with this deck. And you can see it does card productions really, really easily, and Charlier cuts, and also cuts in the hands as well. So also an amazing deck. Even just doing a double lift and a colour change, this deck can do. But which one is my favourite and why? Okay, so which one is my favourite? And as you can see, they're both amazing decks of cards, I've got to admit. But my overall one has to be the Red Monarchs. I think this one, it's just like the Madison decks. I'm very disappointed in them, a lot of them, because all they for some reason contain is just his logo, and that's it. Like, I don't understand why decks, if a deck, like for example this one here, the Monarchs, it has a lot more going on and it's the same price. Sometimes their deck's even higher, and I think you pay for more of the design, I understand that. But for the Daniel Madison, I think people are only buying it just because it has a name on it. Not like, for example, David Blaine's decks. His are crazy amazingly designed, but it has his name on it, so they sell easier. But just because it's got Daniel Madison's name on it, let's say if there was a deck called Dynamo and it had a picture of a triangle on it, a lot of people would buy it because it has his name on it. But I think from a design point of view, the Daniel Madison's decks have not done very well in my opinion. But that's my personal opinion. Also, a lot of you have been commenting on the videos saying, Ashley, I hate when you say this, I hate when you say that. Honestly, I'm going to just get it out there. I just don't, it doesn't bother me. I work so hard for this channel, guys. I try my hardest, and you always moan on what I say and how I say things. It's the way I say it. If I want to say, as you can see, I will. I love every single one of you, but when some of you are purposely keep doing it to try and get to me, it's becoming annoying, because to be honest, I'm always trying to improve. Yes, I know I can't flourish, and I'm trying to learn. But when some of you say, oh, why is he saying this? Oh, doesn't it annoy you, everyone, when he says this? Like, imagine if I said that about you guys. Think about it. Imagine if I said, okay, let's name a guy called John, okay? Oh yeah, have you seen John recently? Can't even speak properly. Like, you know, it's not nice, is it really? And in a way, it can be, you know, called bullying, because it's repetitive. I know it's just hate, but it's repetitive when I get all these emails telling me how much people, you know, despise my channel. And I've even got an email the other day saying I should die. That's how ridiculous it's getting, and I think hopefully you guys should just knuckle down and stop it a little bit, because it's getting a bit annoying, and it's just coming to the point where I try so hard for this channel and I get comments telling me I should die. I don't get it. But there you go. But thanks so much, guys, for the people that have been supporting me. I'm not going to close this channel, so whatever the haters say, you know, just let them say it. It's not going to go in, but it's starting to annoy me, I'm going to be honest. Because it's just like everyone keeps, my friend Andrew keeps calling me Card Freak saying, oh, they've commented this, and it's just, it gets to me, my family read it, it's not very nice. But thanks so much for this video, guys. Make sure you give the video a big old like down there. Click subscribe just up there. Check out previous video just up there. And as you can see, I said as you can see again. But there you go. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys next one. As you can see, look in the description. Bye bye.